I want to ask you a question. Who's coaching you? Who's asking you the tough questions? Who's telling you, man, you're the common denominator to all of your issues and challenges? Who's telling you, man, all day long, you become the magnetic pulse that attracts to you both good and bad? I want to be your life coach. I want to be the one that cheers you on to the finish line. I want to be the one that you ask the tough questions. And it doesn't mean that I have all the answers, but that means that you have a partner, someone who believes in you, not the you see right now, but the you can't imagine, the you that you are to become, the you were destined to be. I always say we both need the positive and the negative. It's not enough to have the knowledge of the matter, but we must have the wisdom as well. For wisdom settles it. And that's what I want to offer you as you join me on the Coach's Corner. I want to offer you the wisdom of the matter. Maybe it might be relationships, talking about our campaigns for more, for life, the dark room of our subconscious, our spiritual journey. Whatever it is, I want to be there to encourage you, to build you, to challenge you, to cheer you on to the finish line. I'm qualified to do this. Why? Because I'm you. Well, welcome to another edition of the Coach's Corner, and my name is Marcus Saletta. Surely, as I approach the microphone, I have my personal and professional issues, but I bring to the table the wisdoms of life, from the scars, the sores, from falling down and getting back up. And so I trust that during our show today that you will allow me to earn the right to speak into your life. And I would be remiss if I did not say thank you to all of my supporters worldwide. The corridors of some of my supporters are extremely quiet. Yep, I'm talking to you. You that's starting that brand new radio program, and even you that has a brand new radio station. Hey, let us know if we're making a difference. And let me also shout out those who are on Twitter, Facebook fan page followers. Thank you so very much. Particularly those that are listening at www.415-96 Radio. And also for those of you that have been weighing in on the multiple platforms where we broadcast and air. Thank you so very much. I'm a lot to put up with. I realize that. But I'm getting you to that finish line. That's all I think about. Let's do it. Yes, let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. DJ, what was you doing? DJ got all kind of things over there at the console. But you know what I'm saying? I really wanted to talk about today crossing the transitional finish line. The finish. How do you know that you have moved? How do you know that you have moved? You ever thought about that? How do you know that you have moved? Okay. I don't know. How do you know? It's something that we have to investigate. I was looking for that. There it is. I don't know if that's it either. How do you know that you have moved? Do you know? Probably not. I don't know what's going on with our... Sometimes we have crazy days where just equipment just don't want to act right. It's just amazing, you know. But how do you know you cross the transition finish line? You know what it's like to have to build a bridge. You know what it's like to have to start over. Not start over because something bad, but something just has to move on. You have to move on. You have to. Do you know what that feels like? Do you know what it feels like to create your own income and work for years, days in, 15, 16, 17 hours, to create something, and then to see the potential of it and to hear the potential of it. Excuse me, if you have a chance, go back and listen to the Mobile Tech Academy crew broadcast. It's only about 20 minutes long. And this is just one of the things that had me just flabbergasted, because I was listening to the young lady that I've been training for a while now, as she interviewed Coach Lee, who he is a tennis coach in Atlanta. And of course she had the young lady had all the other students that are in my class, the Mobile Tech Academy class, Kennedy and Chris and some of the others were there. And let me tell you something, I just was shocked. I was shocked. I was moved, because seeing these kids blossom in their media specialty, whether it be pictures, some of them had video camera. It was almost like an entourage when he came through. I mean, you know, short of having some other things that we need to have for our academy, these young students were on the case, okay? And then when the young lady opened up her mouth to interview Coach Lee, I was astounded. I was astounded. I was absolutely astounded. And the eloquence and the formation of the questions and the patience. And I'm just telling you that the sky's the limit with our program, the Mobile Tech Academy. And that's one of the reasons why we need your support. I mean, we don't just put our money, you know, into equipment and all that, but we actually go out and teach third and up grades how to do what we do. So the young people were on the radio yesterday, and Stephanie Kelly's daughter is the lead in that media team. And just a year ago, I had her. She was extremely shy and everything. But the point that I'm making is, crossing the transitional finish line is really something to see. When you have actually, I'm not talking about being acknowledged by your peers. I'm not quite talking about that, because some of y'all got all of that acknowledgement. I'm just talking about when you see the glimpse of your own transitional finish line, and you just say, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. I knew this potential was real. I knew what I designed, what I organized, all of the wirings, and I'm telling you, I have enough wirings alone to go from here to North Pole, seems sometimes, but I knew it. We had to set up our mobile unit, and it's real difficult because we you know, I don't mind admitting we need more equipment. We need more state-of-the-art equipment for the mobile unit, especially because the wear and tear from moving from place to place and case to case, you know. And so if you're interested in helping us with the Mobile Tech Academy, by all means, you can go to www.WeSupportSelectUSATV.com, and you can join there. But the Mobile Tech Academy is a lot of work. If you're thinking about copying that program, because there's a lot of people out there that want to figure out how I do what I do, you're gonna need a whole lot of energy. You're gonna need a whole lot of energy. You know, I was looking back at some of the camera feed for one of the class. I mean, for this interview for Coach Lee, and it was jittery and shaking, and so I was like, well, they were so excited, you know. But your own finish line, your own transitional finish line, what is it that you're trying to do? That once you have put the work in, you're looking to see the plant of your work begin to peak. I'll repeat that. You're looking to see the plant of your work peak above ground. Because up to now, everything seems below ground, invisible. When is it going to come up? You know, looking at your watch, you're looking at your calendar. You're like, okay, it should be up by now. You know, want it to be on time. Did I give it enough fertilizer? Did I get enough this, that, and the other? Did you, like I talked about another show, you got your moods to keep changing. You're trying to keep up with yourself, you know. And so I think you are in for some great treats. That's what I think. I think you're in for some great treats. I think you're getting ready to see some fruits of your rewards, and it's going to be somewhat tearful because it's been a long journey for Coach. It's been a long journey for me. I ain't one of them ones that can run in any crowd, and I'm not one that's celebrated by, you know, the just everybody. You know, I was never popular in that sense. I mean, when you start talking about changing your life and analyzing your activities and your behavior and your patterns, you know, who wants to listen to that, right? But I promise you, keep building momentum with your project. Keep building momentum as best you can. Now, don't force it. This is another thing I've learned. In order to cross that transitional finish line, you can't be forcing the issue. Force is different from determination. When we start forcing things, we get into a whole nother package, and the finish line is pushed further back. If somebody don't want to cooperate, you got a client that don't want to cooperate, you got a customer, you got a relationship that don't cooperate. I promise you, do not stay in the formation of trying to force someone to do something for you just because you think they owe it to you, or you think they should do it right this way or that way. Just leave it alone. Rest regarding that. Your arms is too short to be trying to make somebody do something, because by the time they have done it, after you've made them do it, it won't even be enjoyable. See, this is about crossing the transitional finish line, because we need you to go to the next dimension. And this is what we don't hear enough of. How do I go to the next dimension? How do I get my moods in order? My emotions are starting to fall apart because I'm wore out, or I may be tired, or I may be exhausted, or I may have impeding factors in my momentum. So what do I do to get to the finish line of this transition so I can aspire to the next transition, the next place, the next growth cycle, you know? And you can't force people. You know, I can't force you to follow me on Twitter, and I can't force you to like me on Facebook, and I wouldn't want to, you know. I mean, I say something about it because that's my job to, you know, say, hey, follow me on Twitter and sign in when you go to the website. And people don't give a crap. People online, it's almost like a fly-by-night flashback or something where just they, you know, loyalty comes when I am loyal to me. I bring the gifts of loyalty. I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but since I have your time and we're talking about earning more than a dime, I thought I'd drop that on you. Rewind and listen to that again, or download for your iPod. But, you know, getting to that transitional finish line is very important. We have to cross over to the next season of growth. And sometimes I worry about myself. I don't know, you may be worried. Will I be able to stand when I get there? Would I just be a mess and just be, you know, a ball of tears? Or would I just be like, what the hell ever, you know? Because I've gone completely against the grain. I taught myself a whole new industry. I mean, I've probably done about 2,500 shows, maybe about 1,500 of that were web TV, webcast shows, and then the rest audio. or a combination of the two, but probably well over 3,000. I'm sure. But it's been a long haul for me. And when I heard that young lady open up her mouth, when I saw my young folks from the Mobile Tech Academy, I was like, okay, these kids get it. And kudos to Stephanie Kelly, and Terrence Kelly, the couple that runs that facility over there in Lithonia, Georgia. And I just, I'm thinking about some things, and I want you to move to the next season. So I'm with you. I'm with you on your project, and your project is going to cross over because you've been faithful, you've been consistent, you've been it's almost like you're on autopilot now. You've been at it so much. So it's bound to take wings. It's bound to take wings. Incidentally, too, we're looking for programming for our radio station. So if you have a great program and you want to submit it, email me global coverage at selectusatv.info. If you have a show on any platform, it doesn't matter where. Our block programming is looking for content we can run you for a pilot, time, and it's pennies on a dollar. Believe me, trust me, it's not expensive. But you may want to run in our circle as well. Crossing that transitional finish line is key. Personally myself, I got me some herbal teas. I got to get ready for this. This is eventful, you see. And there's going to be pretenders that come along the way. Now, people that act like, I had a guy tell me, we can make millions on this deal. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at the work I've already done for you. You won't even pay me for that. And you talking about millions in the wind? I don't think so. You are just a flicker from the past without any intention on doing things the right way. You're taking up my time. Get the heck away from me. It's just anytime you get ready to cross the transitional finish line, there's a flicker from the past that's going to come. Flickers from the past that will occur, that will come. Swearing that they can do for you what no other has done. Swearing they will give to you what no other has given. Don't you hate it when people help you and remind you every 5 minutes? Well, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be where you are. Why, thank you. Thanks for that reminder. Crossing the transitional finish line. What do you need to cross over? Tyler Perry said, you're going to need the grace of God. Do your job. Because there's not enough networking in the world. I stopped printing business cards. Can I have a card? I got a few cards left, but I gave up on updating cards and all that because you know what? There ain't enough networking in the world that's going to be able to give me what I need. I actually need the grace of God to intervene. It already has. All the promises of God are yea and amen, the Bible says. But the point of the matter is, Tyler Perry said, you're going to need to, after you have worked at the plan and planned the work, and I'm paraphrasing, you're going to need God's grace. People say, well, how did you make it? How did you make it? Yeah, I worked the plan. I'm paraphrasing. I planned the work, but it was the grace that kicked in that caused me to cross over. And I want you to cross over to your next season. And I don't know what you're going to need. I don't know what you need from your friends, your circle of support. I don't know what you need from us. I hope that you can go back into the archives of our various shows and find something. We've got stuff on momentum. We've got stuff on distractions. We've got stuff on destructive behavior. We've got stuff on love. We've got stuff on focus. We've got, there's just a variety of digital content that is available to you to cross the transitional finish line, to do the thing. And I can promise you that people from the past, people in the present, representing people in the past, trying to pretend like they'll be the people of the future. Shut up, get back. They don't qualify for this transition. They don't qualify. They got a good game. They talk fast. I sent a company an email and said, this is how we do business. And if you would like for us to do business with you, then this is what is required by us. And they sent me a text on my business line asking for this, that, and the other. So I guess they figured that they're going to bypass the email. The audacity that some people have. They're going to make you, if you're on a job today where they're trying to make you do something, just go ahead on and do it. Do it with a servant's attitude. But I promise you, karma going to come back like a freaking boomerang and knock them upside the head. Don't get out of character, because see, that's another distraction right there. If I was to talk about distractions for the next few minutes, that's a distraction. People will try to push your buttons to get you out of character. And once you're out of character, then you are no longer in your creative mode. You're no longer in the mode of a thought leader. You're now in reaction. And I've got shows on that. You can go back into the archives, where we have a more of a reactionary response than a thought leading response. Folk coming up, they large and in charge. Let them be large and in charge for that moment. Let them have it. Don't forcefully take that from them. Just make sure that whatever you're doing within the realms of the law, within the realms of the policies, whatever the case may be. And then you double back with kindness, but hold your ground. And if you have to say no, make sure that your no is clothed and cloaked in humility, so that you're not humiliated from stepping out of protocol and giving somebody a piece of your mind and going off and coming out of character, and all of a sudden put your finish line further into the distance. And I'm done. I just really want to encourage you, man, that your dream is one cloud away, one cloud away, one cloud away, one cloud away. You're one cloud away. A little bit more rain, a little bit more cloudiness, a touch of fog, and the sun will shine on your venture. One of my favorite shows is The $1 Million Listing. Not because I'm interested in buying $1 million house per se, not that I wouldn't want to do it, but I like to keep something in front of me that looks larger than where I am, to aspire my thoughts to a higher place. I like to listen to someone, not someone who's full of dogma. Dogma is when you just dogging the point, I hope I never do that. I hope you don't feel that I do that. But I like to listen to someone who's so objective that it's not even no longer what they say, it's the aura of their delivery. It's the simplicity of their humility that wins you. And they could say the sky is blue, and it means something totally different because of the aura of who they have become as they share. I want you to let us know if you need something. Only do it if you think you need something. You can text now to 415-96 ready. You can text that number. If you need me to talk about focus or distraction, if you need me to talk about, dealing with a hostile partnership, if you need me to talk about, personal relationships spilling over into professional environment, I don't know. But I want you to cross that transitional finish line. I want this year, I want your business to go to the next season. I want your relationship to go to the next season. And listen, always remember that some distractions are the impedance of a principle that cannot continuously be violated. Some distractions are the impedance. You cannot impede, you cannot continue to violate a principle of life and succeed with ease. I need some help right there. So let me know. I don't know. You may need some topic to be covered that helps you cross over. You may need, I was trying to practice. I was practicing some quiet time a couple of times this week. And the person, I don't like it when people don't respect your quiet time. And if I do that to people, I'm going to be more mindful to make sure I check and see. But I don't like it when people violate your quiet time. That's when you have no respect for the fact that I just want to be quiet. I don't want no TV, no radio, no nothing. And they just walk right on in and turn the television on like you're not even sitting there or laying down there or whatever the case may be. It's almost like an insult. And that people, we like a lot of noise because the noise covers for our conscious telling us that we should be doing X, Y, and Z. So if I got enough noise and enough entertainment going on, then I won't have to worry about answering my conscience. But every now and then you'll get real hungry for nothing but quietness, especially when you're riding in your vehicle. I mean, it's good to listen to your favorite song and some of y'all got those real nice speakers and stuff. It's really, really nice. But every now and then, if you have a hunger for that quiet something, that's reflection, that's creativity at its height, that's rest, that's faith in its final state. I got to cross this transitional finish line. I can't go back. It's go hard, and we ain't going home. We ain't going home. We going in to win. And I will not be defeated. I will not be continuously distracted. Even we distract ourselves sometimes. It is so difficult. I get it. It's so challenging. Challenging is a better word. It is. But we can, we will cross over. I just believe it. Do you believe it? That's the question. Do you believe it? I believe it. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe that you will cross over into a new dimension of your business, of your personal relationship, of your personal discovery of who you are and who you are becoming. I believe that when you cross, there will be new battles, new challenges, but you will never have to worry about having stayed in a stale place, because you will untie the bow, peel back the gift wrappings of brand new opportunities. I believe it. And so, with that being said, follow me if you can. I double, triple dare you to enjoy the ride. It's the coach.